Well, the truck just hit a little over 10,000 miles. We just went over 10,000 miles. And so yesterday I changed the oil, which unfortunately I didn't film that, but the manual says every 15,000 miles to change oil. I've always done it, even with our other truck, I've always done it at 10,000 miles. So this brand new truck just went over 10,000 miles, so I did the oil change. Now what I also need to do is rotate the tires. Now normally I take it in to the place where I bought the tires from and have them rotated. They'll rotate them for free, but it's so far away. I mean, it's a 2.5 hour drive from here. I'm not gonna go 2.5 hours just to rotate the tires. I could probably take it somewhere else and have it done, I'm sure. But I need to be able to do it myself anyways when I'm on the road. So the goal here is to just get these tires rotated. They've got about 8,000 miles on them. You really should rotate these tires about every 5,000 miles. These are big truck tires. These are 35-inch tires, and they're not really mud tires. They're all seasons, but they wear down. So at a faster rate than a normal tire would. So you got to rotate them more often. So every 5,000 miles is what's recommended. So these have about 8,000 on them. So I've been kind of slacking on that. So I'm going to rotate them now. And then the plan is to rotate them at 5,000. And then every other tire rotation should be an oil change if I can keep up on everything the way I plan on doing it. So today we're going to get these tires rotated. Right now we're still at home, so we have not left yet. So we're living on the RV pad at home. So I still have the luxury of having my floor jack. I'm not going to be able to take that with me. I wish I could take it with us on the road, but there's just no way. I just don't have the room for a floor jack. So subsequent changes are going to have to be done with the jack, with a bottle jack, is more than likely what's going to happen. So, but for this time, I've got the floor jack available to me, so I'm using it. And but I will have these jack stands. I'll be taking those with me, so I'll have that equipment with me. Everything else I should have with me. The only thing I won't have on the road will be the floor jack, but we're going to use it right now. Oops, that was the spline. I do have a spline socket for this spline one. When I had these tires put on, bought the rims and the tires at the same time, and I thought that the rims came with the lug nuts, but apparently it didn't. So when I had the tires put on, the guy happened to have lug nuts to sell me. Unfortunately, he didn't have a full set. There's 8 per tire, and he didn't have that many. He didn't have 32. So he had enough to do where I needed 4. He was 4 short of the same lug nuts. And so he had 4 of these spline ones to put on. And so that's what he did. He didn't have all spline. He didn't have all standard. So anyways, each one of these wheels has 1 spline on it. Eventually I'll probably swap that out and fix it, so I don't have to deal with having 2 different sockets, but I do have one. But obviously this 19 millimeter socket will still take off a spline because I just did it. It's probably not the best thing for it, so. All right, apparently the spline needs to have a socket, but it's not the same size socket. Let's see what happens if I do this. I don't know, the number 19 socket seemed to work fine with the spline lug nut. Is this a problem? If it is, throw a comment down there, let me know. Tell me I'm an idiot for using the number 19 socket on this spline, or do I really need to use this spline socket? I would use it, but I know I have to go to the barn and get a socket to fit this. So I don't know. For now, I'm going to go ahead and use that. Maybe when I torque it down, I'll use the right thing. So, but let me know if I should not be doing this. It'd be really interesting to know. All right. So far, pretty painless. Things are a little heavy, but they go on nice and easy. All right. Now the question is, can I do this without stripping out the lug nuts? When we had that flat tire, if you remember, on the trailer, when I put the tire back on the wheel, somehow the very last lug nut got stripped out and destroyed the stud and the nut. I still haven't got that fixed. So I'm still driving the trailer with one missing lug nut. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that's not very good either, but it's just something I haven't gotten fixed yet. So I'm going to try and not do that with these. I've never done that before, so I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know why it did that, but I'm going to try. Everything seems to be fine here. All right, that job is done. The only thing left to do now is just torque them down. So I'm going to go grab my torque wrench, get them torqued down, and this job will be done. So well worth doing. All right, that job is complete. Pretty easy to do. Definitely not a problem. I'll do it myself again. No problem. I got them torqued down to 130. That's what the manual said the torque spec is on this truck. So I got them all down to torque down to 130. Easy to do. Have you ever rotated your own tires? I've always taken them in. I've never done it myself. So I don't think I'll ever take it in again. There's no need. It's so easy to do. Like I said, the only thing is we're still at home. As you can see, we're on the RV pad in our house. We have not left yet. This is November 17th. We are leaving December 8th for good. But we're still down here for now. So I still have some of my tools, mainly the floor jack. So I think it's going to be a little bit harder without the floor jack, but that's okay. I'll manage. Bottle jack will do it just fine. Like I said, I'm going to have my jack stands with me and all my other tools. So job well done. If you saw something that I did wrong, I mean, I'm definitely no expert. This is my first time ever rotating tires. Obviously, I've changed tires before. I know how to change a tire. So that's all it is changing tires and moving them. Did I do something wrong? I don't think I did, but if you saw something, go ahead and throw a comment down in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know. And let me know if you've ever rotated your tires and what you think of the experience. Is it worth it to take it in for you, to have it done and wait around for it to have done? Or do you just do it yourself? I'd be curious to know. Also, oil change. I wished I had filmed the oil change. I didn't do that. I've always done the oil changes myself. It's like $500 at the dealer to do the oil and the 2 fuel filters. That's ridiculous. $500. Cost me about $100 to do it. You know, the filters are fairly cheap, and the oil is the most expensive thing. It's like $20 a gallon, and this uses 3 gallons. So that's the most expensive part. But it's, you know, it's a little messy sometimes, but it's certainly better than paying $500, which is absurd. But anyways, let me know. Do you change your own oil? Do you rotate your own tires? What kind of maintenance do you do on your vehicles? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. It is Thanksgiving morning, and we're still here. We haven't left yet. We're not leaving for another little over a week. And we have encountered something that we were hoping we weren't going to encounter. It is snowing outside. So we've got a couple inches right now. It's supposed to snow all day today. Fortunately, we got rid of all of our snow gear. I mean, we're going down to Florida, so why do we need snow gear? We don't need it. So I don't know, did we get rid of it or did we pack it away? I can't remember what we did.
Some of it we got rid of because like Reagan outgrew her ski pants. Some of the gloves and our ski pants, and those were packed away. Hats, certain hats. I do have some hats. Mittens that I could find matches for were packed away. Anything that we didn't find a match was actually tossed, because anything I couldn't find a match for, it's like socks. I was having it. So it's crazy. So she's down there double socked up, pajamas and another layer, and having the time of her life. So she loves the snow. She's our snow baby. I think he'd be a snow baby too if I let him go out. They are crazy. But it's so weird to be looking out, seeing the snow falling in our trailer and being cozy warm. This trailer is actually keeping us very nicely warm. And looking up at our house and seeing, it's a very surreal situation right now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird being down at the bottom of our hill looking up at our house knowing that that's not our house. I mean, it's our house, but we no longer live in there. We have other people living in there right now. So we have our really good friends that are living in there, and they're taking care of the place for us. So we can't just walk in whenever we want anymore like we used to. So it's just kind of strange. We have one more week left. Well, today's Thursday. So a week and 3 days. So we leave in 1 week and 3 days. We're heading out of here, heading down south. Heading for, where are we going? We're going to Pennsylvania first for about 5 nights, and then to Tennessee, where we'll spend Christmas and New Year's down there, and then down to Florida. So hopefully in about another month we'll be swimming in the ocean.
Yes.
We got snow right now, but we're hoping that we'll be swimming in the ocean soon. So it'll be nice. But in the meantime, we got to deal with this snow. I just scraped off the truck. Got it ready to go because we got to go downtown and pick up some stuff. And so I got to get that done. The driveway has been plowed, so that's taken care of. So we shouldn't have any problem getting out of here.
We made a homemade snow cone, but didn't have enough powdered sugar. Slippery here. And that's Sammy, and then Jackson's right behind.
What you got there?
A snowball.
Snowball. That's a big snowball. Whoa!
Don't fall. You made us feed the pig.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, we still have 1 pig left here. We didn't get to it. We had the 3. We've butchered 2 of them. We were supposed to do 1 last weekend. We weren't able to do it. And we were going to do it this weekend. We're not able to do it. We have to leave the next weekend, so we're not going to be able to do this pig. And that was my biggest stressor, was what are we going to do about this pig? We can't just leave the pig. It turns out our friends are going, they said don't worry about it, they're gonna butcher it, they'll take care of it for us. They know how to do it. He's helping me do all the other ones, so he knows what he's doing. So they're gonna take care of this. That took a huge weight off of my shoulders. I no longer have to worry about this pig. So I am still feeding it up until we leave, and then they'll take care of it from there. Hopefully they will butcher it soon after that, because it's going to be getting cold, and water is kind of an issue when in the cold, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and feed the pig today, and it'll be good to go for another day. And hey, we're just taking this one day at a time. But so this snow, we were not expecting this snow at all. up until just a couple days ago, we realized, oh crap, it's gonna snow. So we gotta deal with it. Not a problem. It's not a problem. We no longer have the clothes for snow. The boots, we got rid of all of our snow boots, all of our snow pants, all that kind of stuff. So we are definitely not prepared for the snow. It's not supposed to snow a lot, 5 to 9 inches, I think. And then after that, it's supposed to clear up. I think tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, so it should clear up. Problem is, it's gonna get cold, like really cold, like highs in the 20s. So I'm not sure how well this snow is gonna melt off. But hey, as long as we can get out of here on a week from Sunday, it's no longer our problem. Hey, pig. Hey, pig.
Guys, say hello. 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 It's rain. Hello. It's literally snow here.
Still pretty weird to me that that's our house right back there. we're down here in the RV, on the RV pad, and our house is up there, nice and toasty warm. They got a fire going, but we're toasty warm in our RV too. I mean, we got the furnace going, we got our little fireplace going, so everything is nice in the RV. We have no worries about being cold or anything like that. So that's just, we're gonna endure this storm until we can get out of here. But there's our house right up there. Whew, it is still snowing. It's been snowing all day. It's almost 4 o'clock, about 20 till 4. It's been snowing since 8 o'clock. Actually, we don't even know what time it started. We woke up and the ground was white. So it's been snowing all day. Let's take a measurement, see how much snow we have here. It's quite a bit for being our first snow. This is the first snow we've had this season. So quite a big storm. All right, got a tape measure. We're gonna check the depth of the snow here. See how we are. Well, we're just shy of 7 inches, about 6 3/4 of an inch of snow. And it's still coming down pretty good. We'll see what we get tonight. It's supposed to end sometime tonight. Tomorrow should be a fairly decent day. So hopefully we don't get too much more. But they said 5 to 9 inches for us in this area, and well, that's what we got so far. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. You can still see we got plenty of snow on the ground. It's 24 degrees this morning. It got down to just under 20 last night. I just checked. We are out of propane on one tank and down to about 70% on the other. And it just switched over last night. So we used quite a bit of propane last night. And it's being so cold, the propane tanks, you know, because it's so cold that they freeze up as they're being used. So far we haven't had a problem with it, but I'm pretty sure we're using more propane than we should be. So we're going to try a solution today. We're going to run down to Walmart and pick up some heated throws and see if we can wrap the tanks in those, have those plugged in, and maybe see if that'll keep the tanks warm a little bit, and perhaps not use quite so much propane. But so we also obviously have to go get propane. I got to fill up the one tank.
I did buy a 40-pound tank. I'm going to see if it fits. I thought I bought 2 to replace both of them, but apparently when I placed the order, I only got 1. So, unfortunately. But before I buy a second one, I want to actually make sure this one fits and the pigtail will reach to the tank and all that. But that's the game plan today, is to go get some propane and some heated throws and see if we can not quite use so much propane, because it's only going to get colder this next week. So we have about 1 more week left here in New Hampshire before we head out of here. And it's supposed to get cold. Like, the days are not going to get above 20s, upper 20s. And by the end of this week, it's going to be down into single digits at night. So we got to do something. Otherwise, we're burning through a 30-pound tank of propane every couple of days. And that just might be the case. I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. But the sooner we can get out of here, the better. But we have 1 more week. So we are still scheduled to leave here on December 8th. So that's the game plan for now. We'll see if things change. This is the full one here. Well, about 70%. But you can see it's iced over some. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I've seen worse. I'm worried about this not being long enough. I'm also worried about whether that bigger tank is even going to fit in here. I have my doubts at this point. So let's check that now. Yeah, I'm thinking it's not going to fit. There's no way that's going to fit. Well, I was afraid of that. It's not going to fit. This 40-pound tank is not even close going to fit. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use it. So, I guess it's a good thing I only accidentally bought one. And this is not going to reach. This pigtail is just not going to reach even down. I can't even connect it. So, maybe I can lift this up, get it on some blocks for while we're here. But there's obviously no point in traveling with this thing. So I guess it's a good thing I only bought one. So, but I'll go ahead and fill up the 30-pounder, and I'll fill this one up. And we can use this one while we're stationary here before we actually leave. Shoot, I was hoping that was going to work, and I was hoping I could have replaced both my 30s with some 40s. It's just not going to work out. They're not even close. It's not even getting a tight fit. It's no way. Probably a modification I could maybe do, but I'd have to cut out these brackets down here, weld something down lower to get them. That's not me. I'm not planning on doing that, especially not with this RV. Gonna try and not do many more modifications to this RV. Gonna keep those very limited, and we'll talk about that, a reason for that later. But just so you know, for now, we don't want to do any more DIY, any more modifications, anything like that to this particular RV, and that'll be upcoming. Why that is. So, but for now, we just got to get this propane filled, and so we can have heat. But we've been staying warm. I mean, even down to 20 degrees last night, we stayed plenty warm. The furnace works great, so no problems there. And it just used a lot of propane, but that's to be expected. But hey, warmer weather coming soon. All right, we're headed to go get some propane Gotta fill the propane bottles in Canaan at the Canaan Hardware. That's the closest place that we can go to get propane filled.
It's not some mom and pop store where they get the actual help that you need. People come and ask you, you know, can I help you with anything? And we'll walk you and talk to you and help you with everything you need.
All right, so we're gonna head over there, and then after that we gotta go and winterize our other travel trailer. Get the antifreeze put in, because our friends are no longer staying in that. They're staying in our house now, so we need to get that thing winterized so we can turn off the heat and get it ready to go turn in. But hey, that's topic for another day.
That's right.
Hi, good morning.
How are you today?
Doing very well.
Good to hear. Happy to see the sunshine.
Yeah, I know. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And you?
Yeah, we did. Alright, we made it to Rumney, where our travel trailer is. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing winterized. Get the lines drained and water heater drained, and then get some of the antifreeze pumped in. All right, it is Monday afternoon. We are T-minus 6 days until we leave. We're leaving Sunday morning. And as you can see, there is still a lot of snow here. It's been so cold. I mean, it hasn't been getting above freezing. The sun's been kind of in and out the last several days, but it's not really melting the snow at all. I was hoping that it would melt it up on the roof. It's not happening. So I'm gonna have to climb up there, get it all shoveled off. So that's the task today. I hate climbing up on the roof when it's snowy and icy. I've done it several times in the past. It's never fun, but I'll be really, really careful. But it's got to be done. We can't travel with snow and ice up on the roof. I mean, for one, it's dangerous. For two, it's against the law here in New Hampshire. So let me get that done. Now we are supposed, they're calling for more snow Wednesday, Thursday. As of right now, it's only a couple of inches, light snow. I hope that's what it stays. I hope we don't get another big storm. We got 10 inches out of this Thanksgiving storm, and most of the 10 inches is still here. It's a lot here. So, but let me get up on the roof, get this stuff shoveled off so we can get this thing ready to travel on Sunday. All right, that job's done. I just got to get off this roof safely. But got, for the most part, it off. There's obviously, I can't get every last little bit of snow off, but I got the bulk of it off. Hopefully, I mean, it looks like it's pretty cloudy the rest of the day today. I'm hoping in the next couple of days we'll get some more sunshine and it can melt some more. It'll definitely should melt off these solar panels. I mean, they're black glass panels. That should melt nicely now that I got the bulk of the snow off. There's some ice and snow here and there, but it's the best I can do.
Hey, we're headed for warmer weather, all right? Just gotta keep telling myself, Florida, here we come.